I moved to Seattle from a little place called Southern Indiana.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Southern Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
New Jersey.
Queens.
I moved to Seattle in 1979.
2012.
I've lived in Seattle for about 23 years.
I just moved to Seattle only 4 months ago.
I've always lived in Seattle, born and raised.
I came out when I was 33.
It's been about 2.5 years now.
I mean, no one can tell, but you know.
I came out as gay at 15 years old. No one, including myself, knew that I was a woman.
I was queer, probably junior year of high school.
College?
I've kind of been in the closet per se, like my family's known, but I don't broadcast it.
Pride matters to me because I think it takes each of us to be an educator. At times we aren't looked at through the same lens, and those lenses sometimes cloud people's ability to understand that just because we love someone of the same sex doesn't mean that we were any less valuable and any less a part of what we should be seeing and what we should know as equality and equity in our state, our country, and in our communities.
So it's very important for me to stay true to myself as an example to others who don't have the courage or feel the same way that I did when I was younger. Just letting them know they shouldn't be ashamed and they should be themselves and be proud of who they are.
I didn't grow up with any LGBTQ role models at all. I think that I didn't really start to discover role models until I got into a relationship with another man.
It was the scariest moment when I moved here and somebody found my Instagram and found out that I was a lesbian. It terrifying because I knew what happened in Wisconsin. Being able to openly hold my girlfriend's hand while walking down the street. I still am getting used to the whole PDA thing here, even though I know that nobody's gonna say anything, but I think it's still just a defense thing for myself to not be super touchy with her. But it's so great knowing that big picture, it's a safe place to do that.
I feel like I never want to leave Seattle because I feel so welcome here. I mean, I have a family here and I have a community, I have a support group, and I never had that before. I'm so thankful to have come here and I'm so thankful to have found myself more than anything. My goal is to share my platform, to share my story, be who I am, and maybe I can encourage others to be themselves because that's just such a beautiful thing because I didn't have those people, I didn't have those voices. And so having people like that for me and then trying to be someone like that for others is just everything that I hoped for and everything that I dream of.
A lot of my confidence to come out was with a teacher back in college. Having that trust to have someone educate you, it breaks down that wall for you essentially, and then to also have someone kind of walk you through that process, it meant a lot to me and it showed me my potential.
When I moved to Seattle, it was really refreshing because I was from SWIM. Like I said, I was there in high school and the only other people of color were the cows pretty much. I was really embraced by the queer and trans, the LGBTQ community, especially with my art and my writing here in Seattle. It was super welcoming.
I am an artist, so naturally being somewhere where you're artistically stimulated and happier is going to produce better art. So it's kind of extended beyond that, and I'm able to use my voice as a beacon for good here and really get involved in the community and do a lot more than I could have ever done back in Indiana.
My community is growing now that I've joined Emerald City Black Pride. Before then, my community was kind of small in terms of gay friends because I don't really fit the stereotype, I guess.
I have definitely heard of Nikkita Oliver. I gravitated towards her because of who she is, who she stands for, how she identifies herself, how she's moved in the world, and has triumphed over a lot of obstacles.
I think that she stands for the voices that a lot of times go unheard, and I think that she knows that the foundation of not only the country, but in the city in particular of Seattle, is its citizens and making sure that everybody has equal opportunity.
Not only is Nikkita a member of the LGBTQ community, Nikkita also represents the intersections that are within the LGBTQ community.
Things that you said kind of hit home to me. When I look at the other candidates, I don't see anybody that I relate to as much as her, or that I can find comfort in knowing that if they were to win, that they would represent me as a person.
I think she, above all else, knows what the people of Seattle are about, and she speaks about the city as if it's a community, because that is what it is.
I love Nikkita Oliver.
Yeah, I mean, she's incredible.
It's like a miracle that someone like Nikkita is even running for this position.
Well, I didn't know that a queer person could be in politics. I didn't know that queer people existed. Change needed to happen. Trans lives are still being taken. We're still being discriminated against. My rights are not here. I don't have them, and I'm demanding them. And Nikkita is demanding them for me.
How did we hear about Nikkita? Our awesome friend who asked us to volunteer at her launch party. And we went and we loved the people there. Like, okay, maybe these are our people. Maybe we finally found them.
And be able to volunteer for her, it was amazing.
Cut.